First of all, just finished up sending out all the information after the presentation for the 21+1 people. So we are super excited for you guys to really dive deep into the education and the process of honing in your habits over the next 4 weeks. A couple new faces. We have Brianna,
Natalie, and Keely.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 new faces, and then there's probably, I don't know, 16 or 14 of other people, right? So we're excited for you guys, and we know you're going to crush it. Let's go into the warm-up for this week. You can read that. Hip banded, is it focusing? Yeah. Hip banded 90-90 shin box get-ups, bent arm bar windmill, 10 breaths per side, arms crossed, head body rolls, and plank to pikes. So let's go over hip banded 90-90s. So you'll take orange band, step in the band, put on your hips, and then you'll go into your 90-90 and up, down, rotate, up, down, rotate. Okay? Now noted, if you cannot do that, if that's too hard, you'll want to use the band as assistance. Okay? Good? Bent arm bar windmill. Take a small bell into the rack position and then go into your windmill like normal. So right hand, toes away. Got that? Good. And then I lift the leading heel, hinge, and get my arm down, elbow into lats, and arms stacked vertical. Let's hang out. I should feel a stretch on this hip, this hamstring, and these lats. And I'm going to take 10 breaths through my nose. And just like an arm bar, right? My fist is on the ceiling. Just hanging out, letting that guy pack. And if you'll get the shoulder blade behind me, right? You see the shoulder blade stack all the way on his back.
Sitting right here.
And then reset. So it's just this motion. Toes. Hinge.
Perfect.
Okay. That's all it is. Arms crossed. Head body rolls. Arms crossed.
Okay.
Lift. And roll. Look. And roll. Lift. Look. Roll. Lift. And arms together. And roll. Okay. And then plank to pike. Plank position, right? Or on your knees, depending on your control. And then pike stack, back to plank, pike stack. If that's too hard, you can go into a bird dog position, do the same thing. Okay. Good. So that's the warm up. Now, let's go over day A. Nope.
Perfect.
Okay, day A. These numbers, 4x4, 3x12, 2x20, will be the same every week for the next 4 weeks. 4x4, 3x12, 2x20, the numbers stay constant every week. The lifts stay constant every week as well. The only thing that will change is the weights inside of the 4s, 12s, and 20s. All right? So the first one, the A block, glutes, shoulder, core, glute, shoulder, core, glute, shoulder, core. That's the theme of the day and the month. So glutes, hinge, deadlift. You can deadlift, kettlebell, barbell, kettlebells, trap bar. 4x4. That means you need to find a weight, hard by 4 reps. Okay, so if you can deadlift more than the double 40 kilo bells, you can move on to a trap bar or barbell. Otherwise, stay with bells. You'll take those 4 sets to find heavy by 4. Note that number. Press. You can do an overhead single press, find your 4 heavy, double press, find your 4 heavy, or bench press, find your 4 heavy. Right? Whatever you choose is what you're going to repeat for the next 4 weeks. So whatever it is, you use that one and note whatever it is because you'll repeat that one. Okay? And then negative kettlebell setup. So you grab a bell, squeeze the bell, big bell probably, and then take 1, 2, 3, 4, and assist your way back up. That's going to stay 4x4 negative the entire time. Right? Considerations with the 4x4. If your training age, lifting age, is less than 3 to 6 months, 3 to 5 months, you'll just do 4x8 because it's not going to be hard enough by 4 yet. Okay, so if you are that person, just letting the coaches know, and you'll make that modification. Otherwise, you want to find heavy by 4. Right? Good. The difference between bench press and overhead. Overhead, if you have the mobility, pick overhead. Only do bench press or push up by 4 if the overhead positions aren't capable. Right? If you can't put your arms overhead, you're not doing overhead. You need to find a vertical pressing position. Otherwise, we should be doing overhead positions for the pressing. Okay? Good there. So that's a heavy. Next, we have a medium. So heavy, medium, light. Medium by 12. Glutes, hip lift. So now hip lift, barbell or dumbbell. We're going to use a hip lift bench and say this is a barbell by 95 pounds. If I get on this guy and I go ahead and get myself set up, crease of the roller is up, feet flat, 12. So I need to find a weight hard by 12. If I can't do 12, it's too heavy. If I do 12 in the first set, add weight until you find a weight that's heavy by 12. Right? So a bar with 10s, the big 10s, that's 65 pounds. If you need less than 65 pounds, use a dumbbell or 2 dumbbells on your hips from the same thing and do the weight from there by 12. Okay? Good. And then we'll move into shoulders. So now our medium weight exercise for shoulders. We did overhead press, and now we're going to do medial delt raise. So the outside of our shoulders will be against the wall, elbows touch the wall, elbows up, arms bent. Okay, that's it by 12. So that's our medium. And then core hanging leg raise. Grab any of the ab straps. We used a box.
All right. Okay.
Feet ahead of you.
Feet ahead of you.
Knees to elbows. 12 times. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Good.
Whew. Yeah.
And then our light 2x20.
2x20.
Glutes. Seated abductor with sliders. So seated sliders. Band around thighs. Feet on the sliders. Good. And you just push away. That's it. 2 sets of 20. Get those glutes going. Okay. And now the other shoulder light, 2x20. Double cables or double cables. Grab an overhand, thumbs up grip on the cables. Okay. Step
Overhand.
back. And keep the arms locked, squeeze the back shoulder blades like a band pull apart. Okay? Good?
Good.
And then standing good mornings. Take the band over your neck and shoulders like a backpack. not around your head and neck, but around your shoulders. Push the band down like a pair of suspenders. Step on the band. Knees are barely bent. They're not locked. Barely bent.
Barely bent.
Squeeze my lower back. Barely bent. Squeeze my lower back. Barely bent. Okay. You're going to feel glutes and hamstrings, but really it's about focusing on the tension and keeping your lower back flat and not rounding and arching of your lower back. So keep it constant and then lift and squeeze. Okay? And that's it for day A. The things that are most important about day A, the reason this will work, right, you'll have a change in strength and muscular composition development, is because you have to note what you finish with a weight, because that's what you have to repeat. So if you do a heavy 4 presses, and that is the 20 kilo bell, you'll want to repeat 20 kilo bell presses every week so you get stronger at 20 kilo presses. That makes you able to do a 24 kilo press. Same thing with deadlift and same thing with the core. Glutes specifically, we want to make sure that they're challenging, right? So 12 hard, not just doing 12. Okay? And then same 2x20 is basically like a body pump, kind of like muscle pump feel for the muscles.
Muscle finisher.
Yeah, muscle finisher.
Whatever you want to call it.
So very important to write down what you finish with on each exercise and each rep range. And you should be able to finish the exercise with maybe 1 rep left in the tank. That's the goal. Cool? Good?
Yeah.
So just 3 blocks, 9 exercises, right? Lots of hip, lots of shoulders. So at the end of the session, if you feel your glutes and shoulders and your abs, then you know you're doing the stuff right. Okay? And hey, that's it. You guys have a kick-ass week. We'll see you soon.